Let's talk about VA common task. Managing client inbox is one of the common VA tasks. From day to day, some clients are having difficult managing their inbox, so they would want a VA to take it off from them. So I'm just doing this overview video so as to let you know that these tasks are very simple and they can be easily done. So we have managing a client inbox. A client can be using Gmail, a client can be using Yahoo Mail or any type of mail that the clients might be using. So one thing you need to understand is that once you are able to use Gmail, you'll be able to use every other Yahoo Mail or any other mail that your client is using. And there are basic questions that you need to ask yourself, you need to ask your client while managing a client's inbox. Those questions has been put in a Google Doc and has been attached to your course content. So go over it and know exactly the questions that you need to ask your client so that you can effectively manage the client's inbox. So we have internet research. So the basic thing that you need for internet research is Google. So once you go on Google, put in the keywords you're looking for and make sure you ask the right questions. So once you ask the right questions, you see all the things that are associated with it. So you have to go through it, know what direction your client is going and be able to answer. Okay, so we have managing a client's calendar. That is one of the major tasks of a VA also, because some clients are actually finding it very difficult to meet up with deadlines, to meet up with meetings, to meet up with so many things. But as a VA, you have to make their life easier. So all these tasks, they are very simple. For clients calendar now, you can easily use a Google Calendar to manage your clients calendar and all of you will be good. So what you have to do is that the video has been put in the course content. So make sure you interact with the video, make sure you try it out, make sure you plan something for yourself, schedule a task for yourself, schedule an event for yourself so that it will not be strange to you, and then you can use that as to build your portfolio or schedule for someone. You can tell someone, can I schedule your meeting? Can I schedule your task for tomorrow? Can I schedule your event for the next 1 month? So by the time you're constantly doing that, you'll be familiar with scheduling, calendar scheduling. So using calendar and also scheduling. So we have data entry and express tracking. So data entry is actually very, very simple, but you have to be fast, you have to be pay attention to details, you have to, be able to know the commands on the keyboard. So that will make your work so easier. So express tracking also, once you watch the video, you'll be able to do express tracking, the basic ones that you can undo as a VA. So we have creating slides and presentation. Also, that has been put in the course content where you can create great slides. So we have project management. Project management tools like Trello, Asana, Notion. So also you can do plan your to-dos, you can do a lot of things with Notion, and also with Trello. Yes, you can do a lot of things with Trello, you can do a lot of things project management with Asana. So we have social media management. For social media management, you have to create content, you have to know how to plan a content calendar, you have to know how to schedule, you have to know how to how to do content research. While doing social media management, you have to understand what your client needs at that moment. You have to understand your client's business goal. Is it for engagement? Is it to drive traffic? Is it for sales? Is it for other things as your clients may want it? So you have to understand your clients before you can start working on social media. The social media pages are used by your clients, so you have to understand from the client's aspect also. So we have travel research and booking. So that has been put in the course content also. Creating travel itineraries, yes, it has also been put in the course content. Please make sure you interact with the content. Authoring effective surveys, so that has been put in the course content. That's Google Form. You can use Google Form to make effective surveys. All you have to do, most times they use clients use effective surveys for market research. Maybe they're trying to bring out a new product. They would want to know what people think about the product, how people will people buy it, does it have a need, does it have a problem that the product is solving or something. If a client has that, a client can tell you to bring out an effective survey and share to the customer. So we have creating meeting agenda that has been put in the video or in the course content also. We have taking minutes notes, taking meeting notes, and meeting minutes. Yes, both of them, they are the same thing. Notes, minutes, you have to take minutes notes in a professional manner. So we have transcribing. Most times transcribing task has to do with, okay, so for a video now, as I'm doing this video, a client can tell you, oh, can you transcribe what I said in this video? Can you transcribe it? So you pick up a pen and then you transcribe everything that is being said in this video, as you can hear it as clear. You have to pay attention to details. Yes, a VA has to pay attention to details, because those simple details that you feel like they don't really matters to the clients. So writing correspondence, this has to do with email. Yes, so you have to understand, you have to also know, work along with your client to know, okay, so this person is saying this, okay, can I write this? Or maybe if it's something that has been put in your charge, you can easily step up and answer maybe a customer's inquiry or something. You can easily write back, or another client, a business to business transaction. Yes, if you understand what the client would say, you can easily say that and just show it to your client. Oh, okay, so I'm writing this, and I've written this as correspondence to the email sender. So labeling and filing electronic documents. So this is majorly for Google Drive. You have to save your documents in a way, you have to file them, you have to label them, so that in a way that when your client is looking for a document, your client is not going to look for it for a long time. It's either you show your client out where those files are, or once your client is asking, you can easily jump on it and tell, oh, this is the file you're looking for. So you have to be very proficient in labeling and filing electronic documents, because these things are very essential. You don't want your client looking for a document that is very important, and then you look for it, search for it in all the in the drive, and you wouldn't see it. No, maybe because you've not given it the labeling that fits it, or you've not filed it the right way. So you have to make sure that you file them and you label them well, so that your client, it can be easy for you and your client. So attending to customers, this has to do with customer service. And one of the things that I usually say when dealing with customers for your clients is that please make sure you treat these customers as if they are yours, because it's the way you handle them, that is going to be for your clients. Maybe they are going to be retained, or maybe they are going to go away, because sometimes it can be really hard being a customer service, because it has to do with emotional aspects of working as a VA. So because some clients will be having issues, some, yes, most of issues sometimes can really make or mar an organization. The way you attend to issues matters. So if you pay attention to the customer's words, you listen to the customer, you empathize with the customer, there's a high probability, and you solve the customer's problem, there's a high probability that the customer is going to come back to your organization. But when you keep pushing customers away, and your client in one way or the other discovers, that is going to be that's you sending yourself out of the organization. So that's not the best way for a VA, because a VA is to make a client's life easier. So we have stakeholder management. So sometimes a VA can be put in charge of managing stakeholders. You have to do it effectively. So these are most of the things that a client does. I hope you find this video very helpful. Yes, so if you have any question, or if you have anything you would like to know more, you can reach out to me through messagemoye@gmail.com, and I'll be here to answer all your questions.